hard case cover on my computer, so I'm staring at its bits. But we do have Kmart Rules in the south side. Wonton, you lag. Kmart Rules is the red Terran on the south side of Shadow Temple, facing off against the orange Protoss, TK Shadow. Let me bring up the names, the projection tab, and the APM. Already we do see Kmart Rules is going to win. Even though he lost the last game, but this time he's going to mash his fingers even harder into oblivion. I'm sure that some of them are going to break, and he is not going to be very happy at all tomorrow.
That is the important statistic to keep your eyes on. So.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just keep that open for the entire game.
It's 8 PM and the unit's lost. How do I do the units lost, the giant one? Oh, is there one? Units killed. It's Control R. Yeah, I can.
Oh, you can?
I can do anything, man. That's weird.
Oh, that shows workers killed as well. That's pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty clever. Yeah, I'll bring that down now. Alright.
It's funny if you could stack them up under each other so you have like 5
That's so annoying.
You can't actually see the game.
TK Shadow sending out his Pylon 9 Scout, and he scouts no close ground positions.
Which I'm sure Kmart Rules is about to find out if he does choose to scout at all.
Yeah, and Kmart Rules actually going to be walling off once again. So this is kind of like a rematch of the game on Metal with Deadvo that was not played. We did have these positions. It was P versus T. And so do you think we're going to see Borderlands?
It is a possibility, but there are a lot of possibilities in these spawning positions. Like I was saying before, you're not really focusing on the wall-off. If you're in these positions, you're focusing on you would probably be focusing on the rest of the base. It really depends on TK Shadow's preference, and if he does choose to do anything to abuse that wall off, and that's all it's really going to come down to.
Yep, and we do see that Shadow is going to be scouting Kmart Rules lastly. And Kmart hasn't really sent a scout out. Looks like he's going to be doing that now. But based on the timing of the scout, he already guesses that TK Shadow has spawned on the left-hand side. And the probe here just hanging out. Hasn't really spotted if Kmart Rules does have a gas geyser quite yet. And he needs to come and do that. However, the first Marine is out. And actually, the probe's just going to retreat. So, curious choice right there. Tech Lab going down after the first Marine.
Doing this to get a Reaper to do most of the scouting instead of doing his SCV scouting, because his SCV is so late. He might be assuming that he's going to get it picked off. But yet again, he does get it in there, so he might be doing that for Sim instead, maybe as a result of that.
Yeah, and second rack's going down. Might see a third put down quite soon for a 3 racks push. And that remains to be seen, I guess. Cyberclaw does finish.
Sim, so he's not really doing anything with that racks just yet, but we'll have to...
He's getting
Marauder slow.
Yeah.
So...
Second assimilator down for Shadow. Looks like he's going to be taking out quite soon to that Robo as we saw in the last game. He's almost at the 100 gas now. Should be putting it down shortly. Oh no, he's going to be doing something else entirely. Getting a sentry out instead, possibly looking to expand. And
possibly.
Yeah. Third rack's down now.
Around the perimeter of TK Shadow's base, and he will pick off his SCV, or at least come over to it and get it to go away.
Robotics facility now put down, as well as that second gate. So Kmart Rules does scout everything and get away with his SCV. At the same time, though, he's putting down his third racks. Reactor just finishing up now on the second racks. We'll be able to go in with quite a large mass Marine Marauder force. And surprised that he's not trying to force out Stim right now. He's just going to be saving up some gas. Not sure if he's going to get it. He should be getting it. No. No, he will not.
Interesting. He might be going for a more Marauder heavy army instead, but he does have
there we go, Stimpack went down.
Barracks and yeah, I was saying, I was about to say he's going for like over half of his army will be Marines, since he's got 1 racks with a reactor and the other racks up as well, so that's like 1 rack's worth of Marauders and 3 racks worth of Marines. And
really, from Shadow's point of view, this 3 racks is kind of in his favor. I'm sure that he's used to facing 3 racks pushes in PvT, and he's got these 2 sentries up to delay and buy enough time to get out those units, get out their mortal. But with the new patch change, this Stimpack takes long to research, so the timings could be thrown off for our Terran player. It looks like he will be moving out with just sheer numbers, and we'll be trying to overwhelm TK Shadow.
Rules is pulling 5 SCVs with this as well. Maybe he's trying to pull some bunkers down as well.
Yeah.
And do a slow bunker push or something.
Preemptive force field. First, Immortal is out. Second one should be Chrono boosting out now. Just waiting upon that. Oh, he's got nowhere near the resources actually. He needs to keep this high ground and force field effectively and run away when there's scans. Oh, force field, run away. Nice, picks off that SCV. Don't lose the Stalker. He will lose the Stalker instead. Oh, pull your Zealots back. Bit of Chaos Micro right there. Just keep the Zealots back and hold position for the time being. They're pretty useless. Get a force field down. Force field, force field, force field. There we go.
Really need to cut the army in half when they're trying to push up the ramp like this, and it looks like TK Shadow's just been force fielding when he sees it's fit. He doesn't have enough sentries to kind of make that effective anyway, but...
he's just trying to delay. He doesn't care. He just wants more Immortals out and this third gate to finish so he can match the production facilities of the Terran. Because he's got 3 racks and one's producing another Marine rack with a reactor. And the Robo just takes too long, so he really needs at least 3 gates to try and fend off with just sheer numbers of units. But just look like that Kmart, after that early pressure, will be throwing down his expansion. Look for TK Shadow to match it if he does scout it in time. And throwing up that Observer right now.
At the moment, it's still pretty even. TK Shadow's ahead by 6 food, but yeah, I think it can still go either way. If TK Shadow is choosing to engage up ahead, which it looks like he might, this might come down to good force fields.
Yeah, Ghost Academy on the way for Kmart rules that will not be completed in time for this engagement. Losing a couple of stray Marines right there, and pushing forward with the Stalkers, trying to pick off that last Marauder. Stim going down. First Stalker getting picked off. No force fields being put down. There we go. We do see some force fields. Immortal actually being focused fire by all these Marines. Second Immortal still up, doing a lot of damage. These Zealots tanking a lot of shots as well. Some nice kiting going on from Kmart rules, but the sheer amount of units from Shadow is going to be too much. Kmart rules leaves in this game too, leaving Shadow up 2-0 with no GGs in either game. So, Shadow showing off some pro skills.
I call it BM, it's just that Kmart is being outplayed so far, so...
He's just feeling a bit frustrated, I guess.
Yeah, possibly.
So Shadow just showing pretty much dominant so far as I eat another snake. This one's yellow. I'm wondering if he's just going to be able to 3-0 Kmart, man. They picked the last map, Zelnaga Cabins.
It is looking like it.
Yeah. TK Shadow, man. Someone pick this guy up. Train him up into Masters. And then see what he can do. See what he can do. I haven't heard of a team called TK. Have you?
I don't think that is a clan. It might...
Hello? Dude, your mic is shorting out. Your mic is shorting out, Zerg.
Really?
Yeah. I think so. I didn't hear you that much.
Well, that's really weird. I didn't do anything to my mic then.
Oh, okay.
Might be Skype.
Okay, in the top right, we do have Kmart rules once again. Playing for his life right now, the red Terran in the top right on Zelnaga Cabins. Playing against TK Shadow, the orange Protoss in the bottom left. I just choked on my snake. That's naughty. And I'm going to bring up the appropriate tabs right now. So you know what? From TK Shadow, I'd like to see a cheese. He's 2 games up. Why not just throw in some sort of all-in? And even if you lose, your opponent's a little bit rattled. He's going to be searching extra hard for it next game. And you still have a game to throw away, I guess. Obviously, you don't want to throw away games, but could be a nice little tactic to throw him off. Yeah, he's got a... He has some buffering room. He has some leeway to throw in a couple of crazy builds. And TK Shadow just commenting on the lack of... Actually, no, just wishing him good luck and stuff. There we go. Gummy Snake's so good. Oh.
Yeah, some players do choose to say GG instead of GLHF at the start of games. Find that a bit weird.
Yeah, so do I.
But, yeah. They're just weirdos. We'll have to wait and see what TK Shadow is planning. If he is choosing to go for a conventional build instead of some kind of cheese, he's not going for a cannon rush, obviously, because he does have that gateway down first, and it's looking quite standard so far, so we could still see some kind of cheesy build from TK Shadow, like 3 hits Stargate, or, well, that's kind of a bit more unlikely now, because Kmart is not walling off.
Yeah.
And those Void Rays wouldn't be able to charge up on that front wall off, but...
It's never too late for a 4-gate, man. Never too late for a 4-gate.
Yeah.
Usual gas gate timings coming up for Shadow. And both workers still able to get a scout off. Kmart Rolls getting up his orbital command, and the Shadow probe will make its way out of there. I would really like to see it hide in the back reads or just somewhere around where he can either take control of his Zerlager Watchtower or put a proxy pylon later. No need to make it return all the way to base.
We do see a SCV attacking the start of the next core,